What made you decide to sign up yesterday?
I don't know, I've watched all these women on your channel for so many years and I just wanted to be like them, I suppose. So I decided to do it and just be brave and yeah.
Do you often step into your fears like that? Is that typical for you?
Not really, I don't actually, but it's something that I'm consciously trying to do. I've not done things because I'm always afraid. So now I'm just like, fuck it and just do it.
So can you talk about what your style says about you?
I think I'm a bit of a scatterbrain sometimes, so it probably says that about me. And I'm quite cheap. I only like shop at car boot sales and stuff like that.
Who have been, or it can be more than one person, have been influences in your life?
In life, I think my friends are just the most brilliant people. I just think they're really brave, they're really funny, like really witty, they're really caring. I did get bullied in primary school, it was my last year, and I did get bullied by friends. I used to have like really long hair, really thick hair, and it was in buns. And they started pulling my hair. I remember they locked me in the toilet and they was like putting their heads like underneath the little gaps between the toilets. And I just remember, it's gonna sound so bad, but I like kicked one of them in their face. Like when after my dad told me, you know, you've got to stand up for yourself and whatever. It made me really conscious of who I was around and like really have genuine relationships in your life. Like don't do anything for the sake of it. Don't have a boyfriend for the sake of it. Don't have a friend for the sake of it because it's convenient. And I think at that age, it really did switch in my mind. Like you really have to be protective of yourself and love yourself in that way of who you surround yourself around. And it's just stuck with me and I think I've been really lucky.
Can you talk about the biggest insecurity that you've either been working on overcoming or you have overcome?
In the past, I could have written a list about everything that was wrong with me. I would have been like, oh, my thighs are too big or my stomach's too fat, you know, all of that. I had braces, you know, says it all. And why am I freckly? And, you know, all of that stuff. But that's done, that's over with.
But what was the transformation?
I just think I grew up. I don't know, I don't care that much. I don't compare myself to other people, and I think the school I went to was really good, the secondary school.
Do you think that there's a relationship between your not using social media like most other people your age and sort of being a less comparativitis?
Yeah. Yeah, social media. I love that people do that. If that makes them feel good, then, you know, good. But for me, I don't know, it's just not something I do and I associate it with a lot of anxiety. I just think like it's constant noise, it's constant images, it's constant people's opinions. People would like add me before I'd even met them, and it was like just that lack of connection, that lack of communication, you just don't have it. They didn't want to know me, it was just like another friend. So I just came off of it. Really, I had a lot of panic attacks like a few years ago, for a few years, and that turned into depression. And then from there, to get myself out of that, I've done like a lot of meditation and I practice like creative visualization and I write and, you know, I make oils and stuff. I like to do things like that, really.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what you were going through a couple of years ago with panic
Yeah.
attacks?
I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't, you know, I'm not fun in that way. So I was probably more on my own. I don't know, I just retreated into myself and I just had I would literally feel like I was gonna die. And from there, it was so physically painful, like I'd have a constant backache. And it would be like in the middle of class, it was embarrassing.
Like what would happen exactly?
I'd feel like I can't breathe and I'd get, my hearing would go, so people feel very far away. My legs would go, they'd feel very pins and needly, and then I can't feel them at all.
Come out of nowhere?
You know what, it would, and that was the problem for me. I thought, I have lovely friends, you know, I have a nice life in general. I've got a nice family. I don't have crazy, you know, problems like people do. And I'm at, you know, a good uni, and I had, you know, everything that I should have. And that really bothered me, and that's where I felt guilty, and I think that's where I got depressed. I woke up every day and I just thought, oh, I want to die. I would have like up to about 11 a day, and they feel long and they're really exhausting. So everything that was normal to me stopped. I stopped moving, you know, I stopped doing, I lost all my curiosity, everything. I'd just gone, I was nothing. I felt I was nothing, and I had nothing to say, didn't know what to wear. You know, I couldn't even make a decision to save my life. And I went away, and I think that time was really good because it was only like a week. I met all these really weird, not weird people, but random people that had come from all over the world because they suffered with anxiety, or they had OCD, or they had eating disorders, and I relaxed a bit, funnily enough. And I just thought, okay, like, what have I got to lose, really? So I just started exercising, and I started eating, you know, actually just eating like food, like not chocolate biscuits, my bed. In a way, it's my silver lining, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because I would never ever be who I am now and like the stuff that makes me happy now if I didn't have that time.
Was there a time where you were pressuring yourself to have a certain like career trajectory that was maybe like different than you truly wanted, or?
Not really. The problem is I've never been like crazy career driven. So I worried about that in you know, some sort of way. What stresses me out is how like fast everything is. I don't know, there's just like a pace that is unnatural to me and I can't keep up. But now I feel a lot more relaxed about it because I've just got to live life at my own pace. My priorities are my priorities, and I might not have all these things in life, but you know, I do things that make me happy, and that's that, innit?
When do you feel the most beautiful?
Just when I'm just really calm and I'm really close to myself. That's when I feel most beautiful, I suppose. You know, I'm just not thinking about anything.
Why in your body and your skin and your journey, why in you is it a good place to be?
It's the closest relationship I have in life, is your relationship with your body. And it's like up and down, but I always know that I'm in control of both sides.
Has the anxiety gone?
Yeah.
Have you gotten a grip on it?
Yeah, it's so much better now because I suppose because I'm conscious of it. I'm conscious of what I was doing that wasn't helping it, you know. Obviously when I get really, really stressed out, I have one, but I don't have one after the other, and you know, I get up the next day and I go to work and...
You just accept it.
Exactly, and when you accept things, sometimes they go away, you know? It's what it is.
That was perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do you feel now that you've done it?
I feel alright. I feel like afterwards I'm going to be like, what did I just say? But I feel alright. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.